you're taking his name to naught. You're saying that he is equal to those other terms. And he is so far above those terms because those deities don't even exist. Well, they exist as Satan, but they don't exist as the Father Yahuwah. And Yahuwah is the creator, the I am that I am, Ahaya, Asher, Ahaya, the Most High. He is not what's in the world, what's being stated in the world. Remember, it's a narrow path. It's not a broad path. Narrow is the way, and broad is the path that leads to destruction. So, why is it that you're using all of those terms? Is it by chance that you're saying, oh, well, if this one doesn't get me, this one will, and if this one doesn't get me, that one will? Again, you're not giving Father Yahuwah credit of any kind. You're doing it so that you, by chance, might be saved. And you're doing it by chance that you might be right in some kind of a way. But it doesn't say to do that. This is in Uikra, Leviticus, chapter 19. And Yahuwah spoke to Moshe, saying, speak to all the congregation of the children of Yasharal, and say to them, be set apart, for I, Yahuwah, your Elohim, am set apart. Each one of you should fear his mother and his father, and guard my Shabbats. I am Yahuwah, your Elohim. Do not turn to idols, and do not make for yourselves molten mighty ones. I am Yahuwah, your Elohim. And when you bring a peace offering to Yahuwah, bring it for your acceptance. It is eaten the same yom you slaughter it, and on the next yom, and that which is left to the third yom is burned with fire. Oikra, Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 1 through 6. So all of those other terms, the G, the L, the JC, the A, also the one that is in the Asian countries, there's a couple over there, all of those terms are idols. They don't live, they never lived, they don't breathe, for they never breathed, they don't eat, for they never ate, and they don't drink, for they never drank. When Yahuwah came as Yahusha in the flesh, there were a few times that it pointed out that he drank, and that he ate, and that he breathed, that he prayed, that he sweat also blood. When he came in the flesh, his body was human, but his spirit was Yahuwah. Spirit is Ruach in Paleo. Shamath, Exodus, chapter 20. And Yahuwah spoke all these words, saying, I am Yahuwah, your Elohim, who brought you out of the land of Mitzrayim, out of the house of slavery. You have no other mighty ones against my face. You do not make for yourself a carved image, or any likeness of that which is in the Shamaim above, or which is in the Eretz beneath, or which is in the Maim under the Eretz. You do not bow down to them, nor serve them, for I, Yahuwah, your Elohim, am a jealous Al, visiting the crookedness of the fathers on the children to the third and fourth generation of those who hate me, but showing kindness to thousands, to those who love me and guard my commandments. You do not cast the name of Yahuwah, your Elohim, to ruin, for Yahuwah does not leave the one unpunished who cast his name to ruin. Remember the Yom Shabbat, to set it apart. For all of you that are not using the name of Yahuwah and Yahusha, but especially the name of Yahuwah, because he is Yahusha. In fact, Yahusha means Yahuwah is deliverance. And you take that name to naught. The Father Yahuwah's name you are taking to naught, meaning that you're not trusting that he can do anything, meaning that you believe that something else might give you salvation. But in reality, only the name of Yahuwah and only knowing that he came as Yahusha is what is real and is what will give you salvation, because none of the other words are anything but man-made idolatry.